As we explore the different ways San Diego families are returning safely to school, a new waiver could allow in-person teaching at some elementary schools. ABC 10 News anchor Mary McKenzie live at the County Board of Education office. Mary, at least one local school is working to make themselves eligible for that waiver.
That school in particular, Virginia, is K through 8, and these waivers only apply to the younger elementary school grades, K through 6. So the 7th and 8th graders at St. Mary's School in Escondido, they would have to do virtual online learning regardless of whether St. Mary's is able to get a waiver. They've been working toward it for some time now, but this new state guidance for these waivers it's for those younger grades because distance learning is arguably harder for younger kids. This guidance just came out last night. There are rules and recommendations for infection rates, for instance, that would discourage waivers from being granted in counties where the infection rate is more than twice the threshold for being placed on the state's monitoring list. Because of those rules, smaller schools like the parochial ones with more flexibility probably have the best chance of meeting the special guidelines. So these schools have been working to make themselves eligible, adding additional safety measures and sanitization measures, trying to hold classes outside when that's possible, and limiting enrollment. Because larger and public schools very likely will not be able to get waivers, there are immediate concerns from some that having just a few schools reopen, that could further add to gaps in educational equity. The state guidance requires individual schools submit plans, again, at least 14 days in advance of when they want to open, how they'd handle outbreaks, their plans for testing. It would require district approval. They would also have to talk with teachers' unions, even though staff at many smaller private schools are non-union. Again, those plans have to be submitted 14 days before a school would like to reopen. And we're just working through the guidelines, again, released late last night. There's a lot to unpack here. We're live from the County Office of Education. Mary McKenzie, ABC 10 News.